Today I want to talk about the drum. Now to understand the drum, to get to the root of the drum, we must dissect it. Drums used by man before 6000 BC. Drums used in ancient times by tribes. The record shows Neanderthal men, troglodytes, cavemen. But even this can be traced back to the first land, the original land, the motherland, Africa. Before pre-Columbian Aztecs, before the Mayans talked to ancient astronauts, before Native Americans roamed the earth, we had the drum. We had African tribes playing the drum. Using the drum to speak to God, using the drums to communicate, using the drums to conduct war, using the drums to conduct peace. We had the drum, and the drums speak to you. Zulu, Wasa, Yoruba, Swana, Zimba, Tutsi, Rungu, Lamba, Mada, Mende, Zambo, Bana, Shamba, Bamana, Liko, Lembe, San, Masai, Cuba, Africa. The drums speak to you. Now let's talk about the power of the drum, a spiritual thing. From modern jazz drummers to shaman using drums to heal the sick, to ancient rituals of Santeria, to the drum circles on the streets of Spanish Harlem. The drum speaks to you. The drum speaks to you. From 4x4 house music on the streets of Chicago to the inner city of Detroit, the drum speaks to you. From the early days of hip-hop in the streets of Brooklyn, the drum speaks to you. The drum speaks to you. Manipulating time and space, the drum speaks to you. From the islands of Cuba, Santo Domingo, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, the drum speaks to you. And the drum says, Africa. The drum speaks to you. Zulu, Wasa, Yoruba, Swana, Zimba, Tutsi, Rungu, Lamba, Mada, Mende, Zambo, Bana, Shamba, Bamana, Liko, Lembe, San, Masai, Cuba, Africa. The drum speaks to you. drums speak to you. And the 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 drums speak to you.
And we are live. Welcome back to the show, everybody. This is your host, Dana. Welcome back to Chart Striker. Hope you've had a good week so far. Bitcoin have been doing pretty decent. It's been doing pretty decent. It is the monthly close, so we are live for the monthly close stream as usual. So yeah, let's get into it, right? So, monthly candles here. The last time, just a quick recap, right? Just a quick recap. Last time, I did a live stream. This was, I think it was the weekly candle close, right? Not this one, the one before it. We spoke about the probabilities being higher for the bulls to push the price up if certain criteria were met, and they were. And I already spoke about this level 28k to 28.5, you know, best case scenario, but 28k at least. We came all the way to 28,100 something, and then we pulled back down. Now, monthly candle close. Okay. This is what's going on. It is not looking that beautiful, okay, when it comes to the monthly candle close. Oscillator still positive. RSI is still, you know, neutral. Like it's really still around neutral territories. It is below the 50 point though. You know, that's important to know, but it is around the neutral territory. Like it's not weak, right? But monthly candle close is telling us that bears are still here. They're still trying to do things. They're still not out of the picture yet, okay? Looking at the weekly, by the way, monthly, MACD, the MACD crossover is still bullish. That hasn't changed, okay? The oscillators are still positive. They're still positive. It's only the RSI is like that it's looking so and so, but MACD is still looking positive. The histogram is still looking positive. Eastern looking negative. Our side looking, you know, so and so. Looking at the weekly, really, we got 3 days to go. And the fact that it looks like this is not necessarily a good thing, because if it closes like this, guys, even though we pushed up, you guys see there's a lot of, you know, sell pressure. That's why, you know, there's this big wick, okay? So there's a lot of sell pressure. Volume is whatever, but there's, you know, we can see that there is reading the psychology of the market, you know, through the different things we're seeing on the charts right now. We could see that this week there's still sell pressure going on. We still have 3 days to go till the weekly candle close, but right now, at the moment I'm speaking, it still looks like the bears are still pushing, okay? They're still pushing. They're still, you know, fighting against the bulls. Besides that, there is something important to note, okay? If this weekly candle in 3 days, meaning in 3 days, and, you know, next week weekly candle as well, if coming weekly candle closes manage to hold above this level, above 25,800-ish, doesn't mean we can't come down. There's a difference. Okay, it doesn't mean we can't come down. What I'm saying is, if we come down but manage to close above 25,850-ish, okay, or let's just say 25,800, just a round number, even number, okay, $25,800. If it manages to close above that level, there is still some positive divergence that could continue to develop, okay? It could still continue to develop, and then we'll see where this takes us. But there is some positive divergence at the moment. It is still not invalid. It's only gonna become invalid if we see a weekly candle close below 25.8. All right, Mago, glad you made it. Welcome to the show. Glad. It's been a while, so glad you made it. And you guys might hear that again, I sound a bit like I have the cold. It is because it's trying to creep up on me, but hopefully it won't. I'm trying to beat it down. But yeah. So this is what's going on, okay? On the weekly, as long as it holds above 25.8, there is still some positive divergence developing, right? But by the looks of it, this is not looking that beautiful, right, at the moment. Okay, so this could take a while. We're talking about the weekly time frame. This could take a good while to develop, right? Let's have a look at the daily. Before the daily, maybe we can have a look at the 5-day as well, 4-day, 3-day. Sinner, welcome to the show. Ola, back to you. Glad you made it. It's good to see you guys alive, still alive and hanging on. It's good. Okay, so on the 5-day, we also have some positive divergence. It's only gonna get invalid if we see a close below 25,000. You remember this $25,000, level? We've spoken about it a lot because it is a significant level, okay? It is very, very, very significant. Get well soon, Sinner. It's not fun. It's all this climate change that is, getting to us. So yeah, $25,000 gotta hold. If we see any 5-day close below it, bears gonna take over, much more easier. 4-day, same thing. There's some positive divergence on the 4-day as well, but any close below $25,600, it means bears are, stepping in even stronger, okay? 3-day, there's some positive divergence as well. Look, there is a fight going on, okay? There is a fight going on. Thing is, by the looks of things, this could take a while, to either break or make, okay? Because things are happening. On the 3-day, by the way, let's continue with this. On the 3-day, any close below $25,000, also gonna give the bears a push. 2-day, same thing. Any close below 25,400-ish, 25,500. Excuse me, 25,500-ish. Bears will be pushing. Otherwise, there's also some positive divergence building on this one. On the daily, it's a bit different. Now, every other time frame I've spoken about, okay? 5-day, 4-day, 3-day, 2-day. There is some positive divergence developing, okay? Also on the weekly. But on the monthly, it's a different thing, and on the daily, it differs a bit more, okay? This is the thing. On the daily, the positive divergence that was showing, from this point right here to this point right here, looks like it's already played out. Now we have some negative divergence showing instead, right? Now we're looking at some negative divergence that is developing, and it's only gonna become invalid if we see a close above this level. Like, it's far ahead, like it's all the way up here. If we can see a close above 29.8-ish at least, then that negative divergence is gonna become invalid. Otherwise, yeah, negative divergence going on. On top of that, prior daily candle close, this one, the recent, daily candle close pretty much in favor of the bears more than anything else, and some sell pressure, sell pressure is coming in. We can see it on the volume. Yeah, Sinner, 180k. Yeah, like Moon Boys and those, it's always like that. When it starts pumping a little bit, then suddenly people are calling 100K, a million, and whatnot, and when it starts dumping, suddenly it's 1K, $0, whatnot. Yeah, sure, you can do that. So yeah, on the daily, looking at the Easterns, doesn't look like it's favoring the bulls that much, really. Looking at the volume, same thing. And on top of that, we do have this negative divergence that is eventually gonna get respected. Like, chances are much higher that it's gonna get respected unless we see a close above 29.8. Yeah, 29.8. Unless we see that, chances much higher this doesn't stop, you know, with this trend that it is in, which is in a downtrend. Actually, you know, if you're looking at the daily, it is in a downtrend, just in short, right? So our support levels, this is the interesting part, you know. It's support and resistance that we need to know, you know, for us to be prepared, right? So first support, well, we've already kind of tapped it. It's right around $25,900. And second one is all the way down here, right? Around $25,000. This is the same level that is interesting for the 5-day, I think. Yeah, somewhere around the 5-day. Not 4-day. I know it's, yeah, 3-day, 5-day, 3-day, and yeah, okay, so this is significant for the 5-day, the 3-day, and the daily. Okay, this $25,000 level. So as long as we manage to hold above this level, it's fine. But look, guys, there is a decent chance by the way things are looking, but this is my opinion, okay? My opinion only. By the way things are looking, this time support might not hold, but for the bull's sake, hopefully it does. So we'll see what happens, right? But by the looks of things, yeah, being rejected here, not being able to see weekly candle close at least above 28,570-ish is not really a good thing for the bulls, okay? Looking at the 4-hourly, we are at support. There's nothing telling me that the downtrend is done yet. I don't see anything implying that. Sure, there is some sort of positive divergence, but I don't see anything else more than that. On the daily, on top of that, let's see. We got MACD that is positive. We have histogram that is looking positive as well. Positive momentum on the oscillators, except for the RSI, which is below neutral. Clearly, it's low. It's on the weak end. Looking at the 4-hourly, bearish MACD crossover. Like, MACD is bearish in general. And we do have some divergence, like I mentioned, but I don't see anything else that could, you know, back up that divergence. That's all I see. So yeah, I'm thinking this probably has some more room, you know, to the downside more than anything else at the moment, you know, by the way, look of how things are looking at the 4-hourly and the daily. Yeah. What happened about streaming on other platforms? Lol. Well, it's a lot. It's a lot. You know, it's not easy. I gotta have people that, you know, take care of these things, you know, people that are good at what they do, take care of these things, so I can focus on what I'm good at myself. Because right now, with everything, it's actually it's a lot. And since, you know, I got the Patreons as well, fixing stuff there, and it's a lot, guys. So it's not easy. I have to have one person, at least reliable person, who's good at these things, that could manage this stuff, so I can manage what I'm good at myself. Because yeah, it's difficult as well, especially when when this streaming things, platforms and whatnot, you know, is still is something that was new to me. I'm learning, you know, as I go along the way. But of course, it's always better for a pro to do what they're good at. Just like, you know, I'm good with the charts and so on. It's better for somebody else that's good. So I'm searching and searching. If you guys, anybody, like if you know anybody that's good, let me know. But yeah, it's a lot to do. It's a lot to do, Sinner. But yeah, if you guys know anybody, let me know. On the hourly, okay, it's looking a bit more interesting. Loving this. At the same time, we gotta at least get above $26,400 for us, you know, to go a bit higher. Otherwise, it is like whatever. Thing is, looking at the daily, I know hourly is looking awesome. Like it's looking good. I can't really call this a bad one because we do have some positive divergence as well. Easterns are looking fine. RSI, let's see. Yeah, it's slow. I mean, yeah, it's looking fine. Problem is, for hourly, not giving me any bull vibes, right? Daily, kind of the same. Get what I mean? So it's like, yeah, whatever. All right, so that's it for Bitcoin. Sheesh. We spent almost what? 20 minutes discussing Bitcoin. Let's head over to Ethereum. Yep, ladies and gents. Sinner. That was a good rhyme. That was a good rhyme. Thank you. You too. That was cute. Okay, so on the monthly, Ethereum versus USDT, what do we see? We got the oscillators that are still negative. Our size, you know, around neutral, but it's, you know, below the neutral level to be precise. We got MACD that is still bearish. Nothing special going on there. We closed below the heart line, ladies and gents. We closed below the heart line. Okay, so this monthly closed below the heart line. We are still above this level, 1,550-ish area. Okay, we're still above it. It is a significant level. It's a level of interest. By the things, you know, by the looks of things right now at the moment, it looks like bears are more in control than the bulls. Looking at the weekly, negative momentum on the oscillators. MACD is bearish. RSI is below neutral. There are no signs, I repeat, there are no signs of any positive divergence, like none on the weekly. Okay, let's have a look at the 5-day. 5 days looking a bit more lighter, but if we see any 5-day close below $1,640, forget about that positive divergence on the 5-day. Okay, 4-day, any close below 1,420, that would be this level right here. Okay, below this area. In simple words, bears more in control. Oh, we have some nice divergence on the 3-day as well, like positive divergence developing. But any close, it's very close, guys. It's very close. Look, like this is a divergence indeed, but you know, a type B, probably not a type A, but very close. But there's some positive divergence as well here. But if we see any close below this area with the strength below 1,630, then it's bye-bye to that, you know, positive divergence as well. Let's see what else here. On the 2-day, Nothing to see there. On the daily, unfortunately, just like Bitcoin, we find the negative divergence developing instead. So on this one, look, this is the beautiful thing. It bounced, it got respected. Like we drew this a bit earlier, right? But thing is, it came actually all the way there. Price came all the way to that resistance, right? So it got respected, pulled back. Awesomeness. Now on the daily, we do have some negative divergence. MACD is still bullish. RSI is still below neutral. All this, like most things are still, you know, in favor of the bears more than the bulls, just in short. Recent daily candle close, pretty much in favor of the bears as well. Like, look guys, there is a very decent chance that any close, let's just put it this way, any 4-hourly candle close below 1,621, chances are much higher that we come all the way back to 1,580 to 1,550, much higher. Looking at the hourly, any hourly candle close below 1,630, okay, like I can just, you know, draw it. Hold on, maybe it's better if I draw them. There you go, this is your first one. You get it? So on the 4-hourly and hourly, it's pretty much the same. So if you see an hourly candle close, one doesn't have to necessarily, you know, wait for a 4-hourly. If we see it close on an hourly with strength below this level, then chances are much higher that, you know, we go a bit lower to that level that we spoke about, right? If this doesn't hold, then yeah, lower to that 1,580-ish to 1,550-ish level, very possible. On the weekly, I'll say it again, we are like at nice resistance levels, right? Significant areas. But guys, if we see, because there is some sort of a divergence, but if we see in weekly candle close below this area right here, $1,400, loss of 1,400 will not be surprising if that happens. And by the way, by the looks of things, looks like it is possible. It is possible. We can't count it out just yet, unless we see, you know, Ethereum back above at least 1,860. We really cannot count out that yet. Okay. That's it. Hopefully we'll see what happens, but best case scenario, one of the best case scenarios, because there's, you know, different ones, but one of the best case scenarios for Ethereum would be if it like hovers around these levels, you know, manages to stay above this area, and then, you know, comes back above this level, at least above, you know, 1,780-ish, let's just say $1,800. If it gets back above $1,800, it would be fine. But if we break below this level, guys, like chances are much higher that we come all the way down here, much higher, around that 1,370-ish level. Okay. All right, 4-hourly. Let's see now. Negative momentum on the oscillators. MACD is still bearish. There is some sort of divergence, but any close below 1,622 to be precise, that, you know, positive divergence that is trying to build is gonna become invalid, and then that's the end of the story, and then that's it. All right. Okay, so that's Ethereum. I think we've covered you know, support levels. We could cover resistance real fast, and then we can move on. So first resistance for Ethereum, let's just draw it. Like if this bounce on the hourly gets respected, you know, the things, I can see a short-term bounce from these levels. I can see that happen, okay? Short-term bounce, I can see that happen. Now, the question is how far? That's the next question, right? So first one will be somewhere around these levels. Okay. If we can see an hourly candle close above $1,700-ish, then chances are higher that we can at least, you know, see 1,730, 1,750-ish. That is if we can see a close above $1,700. But we got some major resistance around this level. If we can see an hourly candle close above this area, yes, we could go a bit higher, you know, back to this next resistance right here, right? So yeah, that's it. There you go. On the hourly, we have some mini resistance around 1,670-ish. If we can see it close above that level, you know, 1,000, yeah, then this one is gonna get hit a bit more easier, right? Nothing is a guarantee, but just easier. So we'll see what happens then. So yeah. Yeah, it's that hourly thing playing. I don't know if we've discussed Bitcoin's resistance on the hourly or 4 hourly even. I think we did. Yeah, first resistance around 26,400-ish, okay? If we can see a close above that level, then see eventually around 27K again. That's a fast, you know, that's a fast jump right there. But yeah, first resistance is between 26.4 to 26.6 right there, okay? That's first resistance. So somewhere around these levels, somewhere around these areas. Any hourly candle close above this level, yeah, it could push price a bit higher, but we'll see what happens when it reaches this level first, right? Okay, so that's the resistance. It's good that I did not forget. Now let's have a look at BNB. I was saying BNB was looking good last time. I'm glad I said that. I did say I was not expecting myself to say something like this, that BNB is looking fine, but it did, right? We were around these levels then. It went all the way, you know, all the way up here to this area, around 235-ish, 234-ish dollars, and then pulled back. Now our first support is around 209 all the way to loss of $200, just, you know, simply loss of $200, you know, to 209, all the way there. Prior daily candle close telling us we are still here. We got some negative divergence on top of that is developing. Let's have a look at the monthly. It's looking chaotic. This is not looking that beautiful for BNB on the monthly. Negative momentum on the oscillators. MACD is still bearish. RSI is still below neutral. All that is not telling us anything positive. Like, I don't see anything at the moment that is looking that positive. We are at some sort of support, but again, if we see any monthly candle close below this red, you know, level, red line right here, dashed line, guys, BNB is looking horrible on the longer time frames. Let me just put it that way, okay? It was a beautiful bounce on the short time frame, we caught it before it happened, beautiful, but on the monthly it's still looking crappy. There is nothing for me to say, like I can't say that it's gonna turn here. It looks like it wants to reverse. Like at the moment, I don't know. I guess we'll have to give it this month as well. We are at levels of interest. There is some sort of okay, really some sort of positive divergence, like starting to develop. Okay, starting to develop, but more than that, there's nothing. Let's have a look at the weekly. Weekly time frame. Yep, that's the positive. Okay, on the weekly time frame, yeah, well, there is some sort of a positive divergence as well on this one, on the weekly time frame. Like as long as it manages to like not see a close below $213, that nice divergence is gonna keep on developing, I guess, on the weekly. That is from this level to this level right here. Okay, let's have a look at the 5-day. I mean, look, it would have looked so beautiful if in 3 days we saw a weekly candle close above these levels, you know, somewhere around these areas. But instead, what we're seeing is it got rejected hard, a lot of sell pressure, there was a lot of supply around these levels, and price got pushed back down. Let's have a look at the 5-day. Okay, beautiful. We also have some positive divergence on the 5-day. Is there anything else that's looking positive? We have some, you know, nice divergence developing. That much I can say on the 5-day. Question is, did it play out with this candle, or is it not? Like, it's not done yet. It doesn't look like it's done yet, but it doesn't look like it's done going down either, looking at the monthly, right? We'll see. We'll see. Let's have a look at the daily. Daily negative divergence. Clear negative divergence. Only gonna become invalid if we can at least see a close above $250, $248 to be precise. Until that happens, there's still some negative divergence right here, you know, that is developing. Okay, our resistance, first resistance on the daily would be around $226. Yeah, $226. Any close above that, you know, back to that level, this level would be next resistance. On the 4-hourly, first resistance would be around $221. We have no positive divergence here. Nothing. Or is there? I take that back. There's some positive divergence. Okay, awesome. Yeah, okay, we could see a short-term bounce for many of these assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB as well, like short-term. Because looks like it. I love this, the look of the Easterns. We got some beautiful, you know, a beautiful hammer here showing. Like we have some, you know, positive divergence as well. But yeah, let's see if we can break above this resistance. $221, first one. Right around this area right here. After that, on the 4-hourly, next resistance I'll be looking at will be all the way, like if we can see a close above this level right there. Next resistance around $230, $234, somewhere around these levels, $230 to $234. But yeah, first one right here. So we'll see what happens when it gets here first. Hourly looking like it wants to go up as well. Yeah, we got some positive divergence on the hourly too. Interesting. Mucho interesting. Okay. Let's have a look at the next one. 99% coins are bull crap. Well, even if they are, guess what? This is a good thing. Even if they are, most of them are still tradable. That's a good thing about it. Like, yeah, you don't have to love it. You just gotta, like, it depends on if you love money, then you're gonna trade it. Like, love it or hate it, right? Okay, let's see what else. Games? Nah. I don't have time for games. Just sometimes, you know, like social games, you know, with friends and so on, when we're gathered, stuff like that. But otherwise, nah. I used to, but not anymore. Like, it happens now and then, like very, very, not that often, but when we do, yeah. The PlayStation comes forward, like different games and whatnot, but not that much. I used to love playing Call of Duty with friends. That I remember, and challenge, you know, my guy friends, you know, on some FIFA as well. Okay. Let's see now. So we've had a look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB. Now let's have a look at Cardano next. We are dissecting the charts today. Really dissecting them. We've had a look at the monthly, 5-day, weekly, 4-day, 3-day, 2-day, 1-day. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back on the games, but not right now. More important things I got to concentrate on. Yeah, like sometimes we got time, sometimes we have, you know, more important things to focus on. That's the thing, that's life. Absolutely not, Sinner, absolutely not. But yeah, I do play that sometimes. I've played that with you a few times, but I have friend that loves playing chess, so I play with him sometimes. He's kind to me, but I'm not that good at chess, honestly. So yeah, I can admit that, you know, with no shame. I'm not that good at it. It's not something that I have played enough. Okay, hold on, guys. We've done Bitcoin, ETH, BNB. Cardano next. I know, Sinner, you love playing chess and GTA. What the heck did I write? Hold on. BTV. That is not a coin, guys. Hold on, let me remove that. There we go. Yeah, by the way, guys, if you like the content so far and you feel that it is educational and you're having, you know, a bit chill time and just, you know, feeling that it's entertaining at the same time, please do remember to hit that like button. That is how we push this channel, one of the ways to push the channel, so that other people can find it easily. So yeah, go ahead, smash that like, hit that bell, and yes, subscribe and whatnot, you know the deal. I'm just texting someone. Hold on just a moment. Okay, done. interesting resistance area for Bitcoin at 26,000. Yeah, we can let's have a look. Yeah, I don't know about 26,000, but there's definitely some interesting resistance around 26.4. Depends on which time frame you're looking at. That's probably why I can't see it. So which time frame are you looking at, in other words? Okay, Cardano. Somebody pray for the bulls to come back for Cardano. Somebody pray for the bulls to come back for Cardano. Cardano is not looking that good, guys, on the monthly. Our monthly close is not looking that good. There is no sign of any positive divergence at the moment. None. I wish I could tell you otherwise, but right now on the monthly, it is not looking that delicious. Okay, we'll leave it there. Negative momentum on the oscillators. MACD is bearish. RSI is below neutral. Just because I wasn't live on this weekly stream, let's just have a look at the weekly, even though we still have 2 days to go, and I'm gonna go live then. That's that's something that's gonna happen at least. But yeah, I've been busy, guys. Like, it was my sister's birthday. I'm feeling a bit under the weather and whatnot. It's a lot of things going on, and Patreons as well. So yeah. Patreon could be a headache sometimes, like the customer service sometimes, like it takes such a long time for them to do things. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, monthly was not looking for that good for Cardano. On the weekly, we do have some positive divergence showing. RSI is below neutral, fine, but there is some, positive divergence showing. Ooh, it is so close though. If this weekly candle closes, yeah, the way it's looking right now, probably not the best thing. But if it manages to hold at least above 0.26, that's not a bad thing. You get it? If that happens, not a bad thing. If that happens, we could see some sort of a double bottom with, mixed with some positive divergence. Okay, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, weekly, monthly, not looking that good. 5-day, there is nothing special going on. 4-day, okay. 4-day, we have some positive divergence. That's something. 3-day, we also have some positive divergence. That is also good, not a bad thing. Like, it's trying to hold by a thread, around these levels. We'll see what happens. On the daily, MACD is bullish. Still positive momentum on the oscillators. RSI is below neutral. We're just ranging sideways. If you notice, when it comes to Cardano, we're going sideways. Let me just do this. It's easier to see when drawn, right? This should be the way. Yeah, so ranging. We are ranging sideways on Cardano at the moment. Trying to see one thing. Hold on. Yeah, this is the way it should be. Yeah, so Is it me or does it look crooked? It looks crooked, right? Okay, if I start doing this, I'm never gonna stop. Anyways, we're ranging sideways. We can see it, you know, if you zoom in a bit closer on the hourly, for example, or 4 hourly, then you can see that we're just, you know, ranging sideways. We've been ranging sideways for a while. Found the problem. Here we go. This, for me, is a problem, guys. And it's not aligning the way it should. This should also be lower. Yeah. Okay, now let's see. Let's recheck this. Much better. Much better. Okay. So you can see on the hourly as well, we've been ranging. Like, yeah, we had a wick down and so on, but mostly we've been ranging, you know, from this level down and then back to around these areas again, down, back to around these areas again. Yeah, I'm almost down below the heart line, back to these levels and then down again, right? So we've been ranging sideways. So yeah, trader's heaven, I guess. On the daily, we still have some positive momentum on the oscillators, except for the RSI. MACD is still, you know, bullish. That is not a bad thing. I do not see any signs of... let's see now. Yeah, no signs of any negative divergence on Cardano, actually. Like, zero on the daily. There is none. 12 hourly though says otherwise. Okay, 12 hourly says otherwise. There is some negative divergence, and it's only gonna be invalid if we can see a close above 0.3. Guys, we couldn't even reach to 0. Like, we couldn't even see a close above 0.28. So yeah, until that happens, we'll just give it a rest. On the 4 hourly, looks like it wants to bounce. That's what it looks like. There is some positive divergence. Like, this is not bad. But also on Cardano, when I'm talking about a bounce, I'm talking about a very short-term bounce, like short-term bounce. Like, looking at monthly, it's not looking that delicious, right? Besides, Bitcoin, short-term bounce, very possible, but more than that, I don't know at the moment. At the moment, I don't know. And I'm not gonna sit down and talk about the monthly and what's gonna happen in 2-3 months and whatnot. We're gonna take it level by level as we do, because that's how we've been striking most of the setups or TA, or that's why most of the TA has been respected, right? Okay, so that was BNB. We're done with... Not BNB, I mean, that was Cardano. We're done with Cardano as well. Cardano. Finish. So what else? First resistance right around the heart line on the hourly, on the 4 hourly. On the hourly, first resistance is around 0.26. Second one is also around the heart line. That's it for Cardano. Guys, do you have any requests? Excuse me, if you hear me eat, It's just because I'm eating grapes at the same time. But yeah. Any requests? Let me know along the way. Let's have a look at Ripple. It's been a while. Oh, this is not looking that juicy for Ripple. This is not looking that. Look at this prime monthly close. Yeah, we're still above that yellow line. Yes, but this is not a this is not a good look, guys. Okay. Positive momentum on the histogram. Okay, MACD is still positive. RSI is still around neutral, hanging by a thread. There's nothing on the weekly telling me that the bears are tired. Literally nothing. Negative momentum on the oscillators. MACD is bearish. RSI is below neutral. I'm not gonna go through the 5-day, 4-day, and so on and so forth. On the daily, we have positive momentum on the oscillators. We do have MACD that is bullish. That is fine. Here as well, I cannot... Look, guys, if we see any daily candle close, I'll just put it this way, okay? If we see any daily candle close below 0.5, or hourly candle close below, you know, 0.49, 0.5, same level, there's a higher chance that this is gonna go a bit lower to at least 0.46, 0.45. It's very possible still. Just looking at the monthly, I'm not getting a feels for the bulls, unfortunately, guys. Yeah. On the 12th hourly, okay, we have some negative divergence already showing from this level to this level. It's only gonna become invalid if we see a close above 0.65-ish areas. We have a far way, you know, to go until that happens. Yeah, it's not looking that good. Yes, this is looking positive. Histogram is positive, but if you're gonna trade based on the histogram, you're probably gonna get wrecked. So, better to be careful, right? On the 12th hourly, there was some positive divergence already played out, right? On the 4 hourly, let's see, there is, yeah, okay, there are some signs of some positive divergence, right, on the 4 hourly. But if we get any 4 hourly candle close below 0.5, that positive divergence on the 4 hourly, forget about it as well, and it's done with it. Okay, done with that. Our first resistance on the 4 hourly is around 0.53-ish levels, 0.53, 0.533, somewhere around that level. Any close above that area, yes, we could go a bit higher. We could go a bit higher to at least 0.54-ish. Any close above 0.54, major resistance. Any close above 0.54 to 0.545, somewhere around this level right here. Hold on. Okay. Then there is a decent chance we can go to 0.58-ish levels, okay, to 0.58, 0.59, very possible if that happens. Otherwise, forget about it also. So, that is Ripple. We're done with Ripple as well. Go around 15 to 30 minutes. Around 15 to 30 minutes, let's have a look. Yep, there is resistance there, 100%, Mago. Yeah. Yeah, there is some resistance there. Indeed, indeed. All the way to 26,130-ish, we got some resistance. Okay, friends, so we've done what? We've done Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Cardano, and Ripple, right? Any requests, chat? I'll give you a minute or two. Let me know in the comment section. No questions? I'ma go. How's like tell us a bit. How are trades, whether it be hypothetical or not? In general, how's TA going after the strikers class? Let's see what else we got going here. Dogecoin. It's been a while. Why not, right? There you go, Mago. There you go. It's going okay. It's going okay. You know, it's going okay is not a little thing when it comes to trading. That's beautiful. It's going okay is better than it's not going well. You know, it means you're in the right direction, right path. Still make some small mistakes, but I will come. We're only human. It happens. It happens. Hopefully. That is the plan, at least. That is the plan. That's why, you know, when we had our class last time, I kind of opened up your brains in a new way, like in a new way. That is something that I can say, like, for sure, because at least me, myself, I still haven't come across people that discuss the things that I discussed. Yeah, it opens up your eyes and suddenly you realize that you went from, you know, gambling. That feeling is something a lot of us have felt. You go from gambling to actually trading, you know. It's not gambling anymore, but you're reading the market psychology, which feels much better, you know. It gives you confidence as well. Okay, so Dogecoin monthly is still hanging on. It's still hanging on. I mean, it is what it is. We are slowly losing that negative, you know, momentum on the histogram. We still got some negative momentum on the MACD, like MACD is still bearish, in other words. RSI still below neutral. We are at critical levels for Dogecoin, okay? Very critical levels. Any monthly candle close below 0.053 is a bad look for Dogecoin. Weekly. Okay. Weekly, there is no positive divergence, nothing like that going on. We do have some resistance around this level, you know, 0.07-ish dollars. If we can see a weekly candle close above this area, there's a nice chance we could go all the way up to 0.078-ish, but we're talking about the weekly. God knows when that will happen, so let's have a look at the daily instead. You know, talking about the weekly, monthly, and so on, we're talking about a long time till it happens. Okay, sometimes, you know, things can just flip and, you know, things like, you know, Bitcoin when it started, you know, dropping last time. It did 60 days of volatility in literally 60 minutes. So sometimes we do have these kind of moments in crypto, but usually it's not, you know, it's not every day, right? Looking at the daily, our first resistance is around 0.0067-ish to 0.069-ish. We kind of tapped it last time. So right now, resistance still around 0.066-ish to 0.067-ish, okay? There are no signs of any negative divergence on the daily. That's good. Good. Even better if it manages to actually hold above these levels, like Dogecoin holds above 0.06. Fine if it comes to 0.06, but do not close below 0.06, because if that happens, it's gonna be a different situation, okay? For day, we are at, you know, critical areas, levels of interest. Nice. Looks like we could bounce on this one as well, at least back to 0.06535. Any close above that level, like major resistance all the way here, actually 0.067. So all the way to 0.0655, 0.067, very possible for Dogecoin. Okay, we are at levels of interest. We're showing some positive divergence at the same time. Yeah, so unless we see a close below 0.06250, what I just said is still valid, okay? So that's Dogecoin. In short, you know about the support, you know about the resistance. All right, what else, guys? Let's see what else there is. DYDX is up 3% on the new day. Interesting. Let's see what's going on. This is the monthly. Looks like there is a lot of, at least for now, it looks like there is a lot of demand around these levels. I think the last time I was supposed to say there was a lot of supply around these areas because there was, you know, sell pressure around these levels. Some other asset, it just hit me right now that I said something wrong. But anyways, you get the point. There's a lot of demand around these levels. Okay, now we could go all the way back to 2.64-ish, very possible by the way things are looking for the monthly. Can't do much with the oscillators. There are none. There's no data, not enough data. Weekly positive momentum on the oscillators, like, yeah, if it looks like if we can see a weekly candle close at least above let's say 2.36, then it could drive, you know, price a bit higher. It could drive price a bit higher. Yep, if that happens, if we see a weekly candle close above 3, let's just say 2.38, okay, just to be a bit more conservative. 2.38 right here. A close below above this level could take price higher to at least, you know, $3. Very possible, okay? 2.9 to $3. Very possible that happens. Even a bit higher. Slightly a bit higher, okay? Let's have a look at the daily. Is this what I think it is? Guys, it's time. It's time to do some live drawing. Hold on. Let's see if I think it is what I think it is. That would be like super interesting if it is what I think it is. This is interesting then. Hold on, just drawing. Okay. Are you guys starting to see what I'm about to draw? I guess more visible now, right? Awesomeness. You guys see what I think it is? It is what I think it is. We got us an ascending triangle, guys, on dydx. This is actually interesting. So our eyes were not lying, okay? We drew it. We see it makes sense. Do we have enough touches? Yes. Like, look. Got multiple touches on the upper side, right? We got a few touches on the lower side. All in all, we got at least 5 touches, so it's all good. And for those of you who are wondering what I'm talking about, just go ahead and watch the how to draw trend lines the correct way video on somewhere in the channel in YouTube, in my channel, so you can find it there. But yeah, this is beautiful. I'd just love to see a close, like I said, above this level, okay? I'd love to see a close above this area because we are close to resistance. Remember what happened with BAT the other day? There was this beautiful ascending triangle and I was like, guys, I'd be a bit careful. A lot of people see ascending triangles and they just buy whatever breakout there is. Doesn't matter if there's any follow through or not. But I like to be careful when I see that it's in, like there are certain things showing, then I'd like to be a bit careful. For example, now. So unless I see, yes, ascending triangle, yes, looking beautiful. But unless I see a close above this level, we are close to resistance. I'm gonna hold it out because this is a problem. I missed this at levels of interest because if I would have seen this sooner around these levels, it would have been easier to ride it. But at the moment, since I'm seeing this now live with you guys, I'd rather wait for a pullback to at least $2 or even better 1.9, right? Like, why buy the top if I'm not even sure this is gonna continue? And I feel like, yeah, chances are the opposite might happen, okay? Besides that, we also do have some negative divergence showing on the daily, something you know, that people should also have in mind. Howley, glad you made it. Yo, back at ya. Glad you made it. Hope you're good. Hope Canada is doing fine. The heat is okay. The fire is like under control. I can imagine it's a bit stressful. So yeah, we got that negative divergence, right? On the daily. Weekly is looking beautiful, okay? Weekly is looking fine. Monthly can't do much. 12 hourly, let's see. Oops, we've got some negative divergence on the 12 hourly as well. You see, this is why there's different moments. One day we were talking about Cardano, it had an ascending triangle, but things were looking bullish, okay? So I was, you know, probabilities were higher that it was gonna smash, you know, up. BAT, on the other hand, a different situation. This one as well, even though it's looking good, you know, like generally, if Bitcoin goes left, this could go left, number one. Number two, we are at levels where we could, you know, meet some supply, okay, around these areas. So if supply comes in and there's no demand, it's just gonna roll over and we can, you know, come back to this trend line, which is, you know, support line, you know, if you think about it, right now it is support line, so that could happen. So I'd rather wait it out. Because there's some major resistance around these levels. Let's have a look at the 4 hourly. Yep, more signs of some negative divergence on the 4 hourly as well. More signs that there is some resistance around these areas. So yeah, definitely gonna keep an eye on this one, but gonna be cautious for now. You get the point, right? So resistance you already know. Now let's talk support, okay? First support is around this level. I'm gonna make it fast. Second support is around this level. Capiche? I'm probably gonna start taking Spanish classes probably next month. I'm not so sure. Just a plan that I have. So then I'm probably not gonna be pronouncing it wrong, because right now, yeah, I might be pronouncing, but I'm not Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. I just, you know, I like language. So yeah, I've taken some from some friends here and there, you know, along the years. Okay, let's see. Are we good? Everything in order, guys? Actually, I'd love to do this instead because it's more proper. So if we see any, you know, daily candle close, especially below this level 1.8, forget about that beauty we've been talking about, you know, in the bigger time frames and so on and so forth. It's gonna turn left real fast, because just a reminder, remember what happened with this. I'm just trying to remind you guys of what happened, because I told you, yes, ascending triangle, yes, it looks beautiful, but I'm not buying here. It would be a different thing if we caught it here. Sure, we could ride it all the way here. We catch it here, we could ride it all the way here. But being an ascending triangle, there's no breakout, there's no follow through, and then just buying in at resistance, you're taking your chances there. You're really pushing it. You're really pushing it. That's why I'm saying now, DYDX, yes, it looks good. Yes, there is some ascending triangle as well, but I'm gonna be a bit cautious. I'd rather see a close above this area, okay? A close above this area with some follow through, and then, you know, let it do its thing, right? Until that happens, with all the negative divergence showing here and there, there's a chance we could, you know, pull back a little bit first, at least to this level, if not all the way down here. And for me, levels of interest, if you miss it, you miss it, but levels of interest, like to buy, it would be somewhere on these levels. First support, second support. And if support breaks, you got your stop loss ready, so, right? Awesomeness, awesomeness. Okay, so far we've done, you know, about the resistance here and the support here as well for DYDX, right? And we've done, so I do not forget what is what. We've had a look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Cardano, XRP, Dogecoin as well. Also DYDX. Lord, I've been live for an hour and a half. Yeah, almost an hour and a half now. And I've only done, usually in an hour and a half, you guys know, I usually, you know, go through like 10 assets, at least, you know, 10 assets. Right now, just because we did the 5-day, 4-day, 3-day, weekly, monthly on Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB and whatnot, it's taken up a lot of time, But yeah, we haven't had a lot of time to get into a lot of assets today, unfortunately. Let's see what else is there that's looking interesting right now, or today, or this weekend, except for DYDX that was looking fine. I had a friend who called me, he was like, oh, why aren't you live? I haven't seen you live. I was like, yeah, I'm a bit under the weather, hosting, sister birthday, da-da-da-da-da-da. And he was like, yeah, well, I didn't know what was, you know, happening with Bitcoin and so on. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, what I said last week literally is still, like, valid. Nothing changed because I was just waiting for that 28K, you know, to get hit, or 28.5, you know, somewhere between 28 to 28.5. It got hit and then it was done with it. But yeah, Patreons, you knew at least this was expected. Like, it got hit and then it was done with it. Let's have a look. What else, friends? Are there any requests? Let me know. Let me know. Yep, McDonald's indeed. This is the thing, when you're prepared, when one is prepared, like for different scenarios, you don't have to stress when things are taking action. Like when things are playing out, you don't have to stress. You just, like, because trading is, you know, stressful as it is. It is stressful as it is. Like, nobody, like anybody who ever tells you it is not stressful and whatnot, it's a lie. Like, I don't know what kind of Zen mode they are in, because I haven't felt that, okay? It is stressful as it is. Then on top of that, if you're not prepared, if you do not plan, if you're not ready for different scenarios, in case, just imagine the level of stress it's gonna jump up to. Just imagine it. So yeah, by planning, preparing, and so on and so forth, you kind of, you know, minimize the stress level itself. Poor LTC. Once upon a time, it was looking beautiful, and then suddenly it just decided to, yeah, nobody, this is the problem. When nobody cares, I know a lot of people use Litecoin for transactions and whatnot, you know, between exchange to exchange and whatnot. But other than that, can anybody come with other arguments, you know, that why Litecoin is useful? and a guesswork too. I'm not following Mago. Oh, you mean, and you guesswork too? That can stress you out? I wasn't following. So LTC. Yeah, stress of trading. Yeah. It is. It is very important to balance all that because it's stressful as it is. So yeah, Litecoin. Can anybody come with valid reasons why people should be interested in it? Except for the fact that it's maybe cheaper, okay, when it comes to transactions, right? From exchange to exchange or whatever it is, right? Is there any other reason why people should still be interested in Litecoin? Anybody that has a legit answer, a good answer, go ahead. A good reason, you know, explanation, let us know. Because to me, if you ask me that question, it's another S coin, but slightly better than, you know, many other, you know, new S coins and so on and so forth, because we gotta give it the respect. It's been here since for a long time now, you know, compared to many. It's still holding on. People still use it, you know, to some degree. But other than that, I don't know what else is, you know, interesting. So after the halving happened, guys, usually you see a nice push, right? You see a nice push. The push came before the halving, you know, normal. But there was nothing else that happened. People are losing interest, you know. Eventually, it's getting forgotten, you know, slowly. Unfortunately. So, I mean, unfortunately for the people who are holding Litecoin, yeah, of course, I feel for you. It's looking like the bears are pretty much in control. We could go all the way back down to $54, $46. Wouldn't be that surprising at this point. We got our first negative momentum on the monthly time frame. Okay, MACD just went bearish. Our size below neutral. There are no signs of any positive divergence whatsoever. Looking at the daily, looks like I don't see anything hinting that the bears are tired. Nothing. We are at okay, support levels. We got support all the way to $60, around $60, right? Well, any daily candles below $60, guys, that's ta-ta. That's bye-bye. I don't see anything literally that's telling me that a reversal is on the way. Negative divergence on the daily. There's already negative divergence showing on the daily, guys. First resistance, like if Litecoin manages to close above $70 one day, okay? Again, it's gonna happen, but one day, okay? I don't know when. Maybe won't happen either, not sure. Then we could see $75. Okay, that's what you're gonna have to be excited about, because there's nothing else for me to add to you. It's not looking good. Looks like continuation to the downside is more likely to happen. So yeah, if we see it around $50 to $46, it's not gonna be that shocking then. It's not gonna be that shocking. Yeah, that's Litecoin. Awesomeness. Because there's not much to add. Like, I'm looking at it and I'm going like, well, that was it. It was a good run. We caught it We caught it early. We caught it around $56 all the way, you know, had fun with it all the way to at least $114. I know Mago, you were already a member of this community by then, so I know you remember this. Went all the way up and that was it. That second resistance for Litecoin was hardcore. core. Like it just stuck there. We never got to see $130 and whatnot. That's why we take things level by level, and then we see what happens. Okay, guys. Like this was an awesome stream. Like I enjoyed this one. It's been a while. Well, at least it's been a few days ago. So yeah, I will see you on the next one. Until then, take care. Much love. Thank you for all the loves, the likes, the contributions, and so on and so forth. You know, much love to all of you. With my fever and stuff, like I'm still sending you the love without minus the fever. And yeah, please do consider, you know, liking, subscribing, sharing, and so on and so forth. And join Discord, by the way. Join Discord because discussions continue there even when I'm not live. Right? So yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Love to all of you, and happy trading and so on and so forth. Good night. Good night, guys.